Welcome back to the Starfarers of Catan. We're about to begin here, and green is me, and I'm up first. And of course, the first thing we do on a turn is we roll the dice for resources. And I roll a 6. There are no 6s out in space. There are 2 6s down here. Let's see if I can get this correct. Myself and Talos both collect 1 food. So Talos gets a food, and I get a food. And the other 6 is right here. It's a fuel planet. Craig gets 1 fuel. And that is going to conclude the collecting of resources. All right, so I have to take a look at my... yes, collecting bonus resources. Now, I have more than 7 victory points, but I have less than 9. So if you have less than 9 victory points, you get to collect 1 bonus resource, and I collect a trade good, which is good for me because I also have the special ability from the merchants that I can trade goods 1 for 1 for anything else. All right, let me take a look at my cards and see if there's anything I want to do. And of course, I have no ships left, so this might be difficult. All right, well, the only 3 resources I have is a carbon, a food, and a trade good. I mean, I could trade the trade good in for another carbon, get myself a cannon, but I think, because I have no ships, I think I'm just going to hang on to what I have and not do anything. And because I have no ships, it means my turn is over because I have no starships to have any encounters out in space with. All right, so basically then we're going to go right over to Craig, and it is Craig's turn, rolling resources first. He rolls a 5, which I think is good for me. So there's a 5 out here, so I get 1 food, which is good for me, not good for Craig. The other 5 is right down here. It's an ore planet. Craig and Talos each get an ore. So that's Craig and Talos each get an ore. Craig has less than 7 victory points, so he's really ramping up the cards. He gets 2 extra cards, whoops, which we weren't supposed to see, but anyway. All right, so Craig now is going to go take a look at all of his cards and see what he wants to do. So we'll be right back with that. All right, so Craig is willing to trade a food for an ore. And I don't have any ore, so I'm out of it. And Talos says, forget it. So Talos being pretty nasty here, not wanting to trade. Anyway, Craig says, all right, fine. So what Craig's going to do then is he's going to take he has 2 trade goods. He's going to trade those in to get himself 1 ore, because you can trade them 2 for 1, and he's going to get a booster and a freight ring. So a booster and a freight ring is what he is going to buy. So let's see here. So he's going to take a booster, put it over in his play area, and the freight ring we will snap onto his ship. He now has 2 freight rings. All right, 2 freight rings for Craig, and a cannon and 2 boosters now to help speed his ship along. And that's going to be it for that. Now he has to determine if he has any encounters or just movement. And he has just movement this time. A yellow and blue, it means 2 and 1 plus 2. So he has a total of 5 movement. All right, so he's going to move a total of 5. And where is he going to go with his 5 movement? He's going to take his colony ship, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And he gets to look at this. And you know what? He's going to build a colony there. And boom, away we go. So that's a 9, which is a pretty good number. He has another colony, which is going to give him 1 more victory point. So he goes from 5 to 6. His trade ship can also move 5 spaces. He has 2 freight rings now, so he could make a thing, but he's not going. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's going to start scooting across the galaxy. So yeah, the alien up here gives you cannon and booster pluses, and so Craig, being the vicious Klingon he is, he's probably heading in that direction to gather some of those. All right, it's going to be Talos' turn. Let me just readjust the camera and we'll get to his turn. All right, Talos, rolling for resources. Rolls an 8. There is no 8 out in the colonies in space. However, there are 2 8s right down here. So let me see if I can get this correct. Talos is going to get himself a carbon. So that's good there. He gets a carbon. The other 8 is here. It's an ore planet. So I get 1 ore. And that is it for resource collection. Talos now has 7 victory points. So he doesn't have less than 7, so he's only going to collect 1 bonus card. But he has quite a few cards. He has a trade ship on the board. He's going to take a look at what he has and come back with his decisions. Alright, so Talos has a whole lot of cards, and he's going to do a whole lot of different things. So first up, he's going to take his 2 trade goods, turn it into a carbon. 2 carbons is going to give him 1 more cannon. And so now his ship goes from 1 cannon to 2, so he's getting pretty fighty. The other thing that he wants to do is he has 3 food. He's going to trade in the 3 food and give himself a fuel. So this fuel plus this being another fuel, he's going to give himself another booster. And so he gets another booster. He now has 3 boosters, so he's really able to scoot around the universe more quickly than the rest of us. But now we have to see if he's going to have any sort of encounters or just movement. And it's just movement for him. 2 plus 1 is 3. Plus his 3 boosters, he can move a total of 6 spaces. So let me just readjust the camera, and he's going to move 6 spaces. All right, so he has 1 ship here. That's it. So he's going to be moving 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that where he wants to go? Yeah, he'll go right there. That's fine enough. All right. Let me just say that that is going to conclude this episode of Starfarers of Catan. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Join me next time for the continuation. We're sitting point totals. Craig has 6 points, Talos 7, and I am sitting at 8 points. We're playing a game to 12, 3-player game. The game usually goes to 15, but I'm going to cut it off at 12. All right, thanks for watching, and join me next time.